Put these on in your ears. But make sure you don't burst your eardrum. This would be easier if we had our ears pierced. Merry Christmas! Okay, so 2020, shitty year, right? Well, we're about to turn that around right now because we are going to rate the top 10 Christmas movies of all time.
You're gonna binge through all of them.
I can barely move with these. I'm like...
So we have 10 ranking tiers or categories here. And then we have the extra category at the bottom that is just for terrible, bad movies. Okay, so our first option that we have down here is a Netflix original called A Christmas Prince.
Wow.
And we had the pleasure of watching this movie.
I didn't watch it.
I had the pleasure of watching it while Nikkole slept on the couch.
I didn't sleep. I was just not watching it.
It follows this reporter lady. She's supposed to do a story on this prince who's supposed to be like a bad playboy type thing. So she sneaks into the mansion, pretends she's the tutor of the little girl to do reporting on this guy, but then she realizes he's not what everyone says he is, and he's actually a cool guy, and then they end up, shacking up. For me, I think we don't need to spend too much time on it. It's going straight to that bottom bad bucket. Nikkole's gonna love this one.
Oh!
A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story! This movie is about a little boy named Ralphie who is alive in the olden days and is having a merry, merry Christmas with his family. He wants a very special present this year, which is... So he wants this gun, and his parents are like, I don't know, man. I don't know if we're going to give you this gun. I would put this as number one.
Okay, so... For
sure, number one.
This is going to cause an argument. I've tried to watch this movie several times with Nikkole, and each and every single time, I fall asleep so fast. I feel like it kind of starts off very slow, this one.
No, it doesn't. It's good.
Okay, so, all right. You know what? Let's put it number one for now.
Okay, and then we can wiggle it.
Yeah,
because I already know which one we're gonna agree on that will go into number one.
Of course, Elf.
Take it away, Phil.
And it's basically this giant man who's not an elf, but he's like adopted and raised by elves in the Nova Scotia. In the Nova Scotia. So he's raised in the North Pole with all these other elves. Then he eventually finds out that he's not a real elf. He wants to go and meet his real dad, who's this big-time businessman dude in New York City. You gotta watch it to figure out what happens next.
I shouldn't admit this, but when I was a teen, it was my number one favorite Christmas movie. And it
Why can't you admit that?
Because Christmas Story is my favorite Christmas movie.
So you feel bad about...
Yeah.
I don't know. For me, it feels like... It's more of a like middle of the pack type of thing. I'll never be like, oh, Elf, great, I love it, it's amazing.
I would put it number 3.
Okay, let's put it 3 for now. I feel like it may get pushed down. We'll see how it goes. Next up, we got Frosty the Snowman. Classic little cartoon that they play every year on the TV.
The tale of Frosty the Snowman.
He's a snowman.
Honestly... I don't even really remember what happens, except I remember that it was like really, it made me sad as a child.
There's one part that's sad, yes.
It's when he's melting.
Shh, don't give it away.
Shit.
I kind of like it. It's a classic. It's probably like a solid 5.
I was going to say 7.
So let's meet in the middle and put it as a 6. Whew. This one's a banger. Home Alone.
Our first Home Alone is about young Kevin McAllister, kind of misunderstood child, you know? He doesn't know where he fits in with his family. He feels like his parents are always getting mad at him.
His brother's
eating
all his pizza.
Yeah, his brother's a bully. He gets mad, and then he does something to his brother. He like pushes him or something, and then the parents are like, that's it, you're sleeping in the attic tonight. And then the next morning, they all leave for Paris.
No. Florida.
They all leave for Florida. They wake up late, and then they all get into the van, drive away, forgetting Kevin upstairs in the attic. There's burglars out on the streets. They're coming in, they're trying to steal jewels. Kevin's not going to let that happen. He ain't no punk.
No. Hands down, number one, for sure.
Okay, so Christmas Story goes to...
doesn't even stand a chance.
It does, but I'm meeting you halfway.
All right, and with that, we're rolling right into Home Alone 2. This time, they don't leave him at home. They get to the airport. But at the airport is where things go wrong. And they split. Kevin ends up in New York. Parents, family, the whole shebang in Paris. And he encounters the same robbers as movie
I don't know.
one.
I thought that Paris was the first one.
No, it's because remember she takes the car.
Oh, with John Candy.
Wait, no.
Yeah, they are in Miami in the second one.
Maybe. Can we make them a tie for number one?
They're a tie. They're a tie for sure.
We got our boy, Arnold.
For those of you that don't know, I'm obsessed with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, who isn't?
You never liked Arnold as much until I said about Arnold.
Yeah, that's true.
He's trying to undermine my
okay, you're Arnold's biggest fan. Okay, sorry. Jeez.
Thank you. Oh shit.
Number one fan over here.
Definitely number one Arnold's girl fan.
Why can't girls be as good fans as boys?
Now we have Jingle All The Way! Woo, 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 woo. So in this one, we follow the kid and the dad.
The dad works a lot.
So then this kid is like, oh, I want the Turbo Man doll. And then the mom is like, hey, Arnold, get the Turbo Man doll for your son. He's busy doing his thing or whatever. And then guess what? Time comes and he hears an announcement. Turbo Man sold out everywhere. So the story's about the dad going on a search for the Turbo Man doll.
Yeah.
This
Great
one,
movie.
Yeah, I love Jingle All The Way.
For now, it's 4 for sure.
You know what? It might even be above Elf. Do I say Elf weird? Elf.
Elf. I think it's better than Elf.
Okay, so Jingle All The Way number 3.
Bumps Will Ferrell down.
Ooh.
Hurts. Feels bad, man.
Damn.
Next up, we got, this is another classic. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, I thought it was Santa Claus. So this one follows the story of a man named Clark. He just is having Christmas at his house.
Yep.
And he's decorating. His wife's making turkey. Their cousin one of them lives in an RV and he wants to park it out front and then he dumps his shit into the sewer.
Shitter was full!
And then in the end, the moral of the story is it's just like Christmas,
and
family. You gotta focus on the positive, good things and just be happy for what you've got. Do you want to put it in the same number 4?
Okay, let's put it in number 4 for now.
All right,
okay.
Next up, we've got the night before. What is it? They turn
fucking
30
party
or something. Shit, so it's like, or is one of them having kids or something?
One of them's having a kid.
This is essentially like they're becoming grown-ups. They're getting more and more responsibilities.
One guy's all upset about it. He's like, no, I miss you. I want to do Friends on Christmas.
Their wives were like, okay, since we're cool wives, we're gonna let you guys have like one last banger.
I'd put it in 10th place.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, next movie, Rudolph.
You guys know the story. It's Rudolph. He's got a red nose. People pick on him.
Not people. The other reindeer pick on him.
Yeah, I guess. Reindeer are people too.
And he meets a little elf boy who is also his friend because he's slow at making toys. So everyone also makes fun of him. They meet up. They become friends. Like, how did they meet up?
Rudolph like runs away or something.
Oh. That's sad.
This one's at least a 5.
Yeah, like it is really good, but I don't think it's better than any of the ones that we have.
I would watch it over
there.
Elf for sure.
So let's put Elf in 5 too.
All right, cool.
Okay, so now we have
Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus.
Santa Claus is here on the guy's roof, getting ready to deliver presents. Slips, falls off the roof, dies.
Shit.
And when Santa Claus dies, he just evaporates. And what's left are his clothes. What do you do when you find a Santa suit on your front yard? You pick it up and put it on. And as soon as you put it on, boom, you're Santa.
This was filmed in my hometown, Oakville, Ontario, baby. I don't think it's better than any of them that we already have listed. So we'll put him at 7.
Worse?
No.
I feel like it's better than Frosty.
You were the one who was obsessed with Frosty. I said it was
Frosty.
Depressing. I said like 7.
Okay, so it's better than Frosty.
Oh, Whipped.
He's whipped. He put Frosty at 7. He's whipped.
Okay, the next one, we just kind of threw this up here because
we didn't even watch this one. So what was it called again? It's called Girl Santa.
No, is it actually?
Yeah, for sure. So I know it's 2020.
Santa Girl.
Santa Girl. Sorry.
Okay, so here's the storyline. The only daughter of Santa Claus wants to experience the real world before she must marry the son of Jack Frost. Cassie Claus, along with her trusty elf, sets off to college while trying to keep her magic powers and famous father a secret. Hey guys, you know who my dad is? Santa Claus. They're like... At school, Cassie pursued 2 boys.
No, is pursued by.
Oh, is pursued by. I was going to be like, damn, Santa Claus' daughter is a hoe.
Yo.
Sam, who is sweetly awkward, and JR, handsome and wealthy. Oh.
You know, that's always the
biggest
two.
dilemma.
That's always the two, you know? That's always the struggle. Right.
Anyways, as her impending arranged marriage looms, Cassie struggles with her feelings for Sam, and her obligation to her father, and to Christmas itself.
Sounds amazing. We should at least watch the trailer if we're gonna rank it. Right?
Okay, you can stop it.
Wow, straight into the bad category. Last one is the Grinch, not the cartoon version, but the Jim Carrey version.
The real life version.
The Grinch, it's a guy who's, you know, you got Whoville, these little Who's, they down in Whoville, they love Christmas so much, it's their favorite thing in the whole world. And the Grinch is up in the mountain, and he's the polar opposite. He hates Christmas with a passion. And so he's like, you know what? If I hate Christmas, I'm going to ruin their Christmas. So he tries to ruin their Christmas.
I do not like it at all. Phil likes it.
It's not bad. Yeah.
They all look like
dumb.
that. I say it's number 9.
Whoa, that's a shirt. I think Jim Carrey does a good job in it. There's some funny parts. It's pretty good.
Number 9.
All right, you want to put a number 9? We'll put it number 9.
Do we let 2 Home Alone stay in first place?
Yeah,
yes, because
absolutely.
they're like the same movie. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now we just got to figure out Elf and Rudolph.
I say Rudolph is ahead.
And you like Santa Claus more than Elf, you said.
Yeah, I would say so. So
let's move Frosty down to number 8. Elf would be number 7? I don't know about that.
That's how I would rank it. We'll put Elf at 6.
And you know what? If you guys disagree,
let us know. Who do you agree with?
Okay, so top 3, we got Home Alone 1 and 2 coming in first place.
Yep.
A Christmas Story coming in number 2. I'm so surprised you let me keep that in number 2.
I knew it was a losing battle.
Yeah, you were going to win that. It's so good. I love it. Jingle All The Way. You know what? That one it didn't surprise me, but I think it will surprise a lot of people. That we have that in number 3.
I think so too. And make sure you get out there and buy the Turbo Man before it goes sold out.
Make sure you do all your Christmas shopping in the next week or 2.
If you're in an area that is like locked down, red zone, gray zone,
order
whatever
online.
Zone it is, order stuff online.
Or, you know what? Be like they were back in the olden days. Make someone a gift. Make them a sketch.
Right.
Make them cookies.
Write a card.
Write a card.
Send a letter in the mail.
Write Santa.
Hey, Grandma, I missed you.
Love you, Grandma. Hope you're doing great in lockdown. Okay, so guys, this is what we want you to do. 10 days before Christmas, you're going to start with the 10th movie that we have rated here.
Right.
And then you're going to work your way up.
Until on Christmas Day, you watch both Home Alones.
Merry Christmas to all.
Joyeux Noël.
And to all a good night.
How do I say that?
Je suis sleep.
Bonne nuit.